Oprostite. Welcome to the Belasco Theater. This show has no intermission and plays absolutely no photo, video, or audio recordings of any kind. Please to turn off all cellular telephones and surveillance devices. It's a loud show, but there are some quiet beats, and trust me, you don't want to be that person with this bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, whether you like it or not, head back!
great. I do love a warm hand on my entrance. My name is Hedwig. Please welcome the Angry Inch. And my husband, und man Friday through Thursday, Yitzhak. No need. None. I am thrilled you could join me for this special one-night-only performance here at the beautiful Belasco Theater. Look at me on Broadway. Well, Broadway adjacent. East of Broadway. Ebro. Welcome to Ebro, ladies and gentlemen. We are here tonight courtesy of Bob Wankel of the Schubert Organization. On bended knee did I beg Bob for my Broadway debut. He told me not to talk with my mouth full. I am moved, ladies and gentlemen. I am moved by the simple fact that this cruelly abridged corpus is at this very moment being supported by the same groaning planks that cradled Brando's debut and Barrymore's farewell, where Tim Curry cracked wise and Mark Rylance batted his eyes. Tastes like Kathy Griffin. History lesson. David Belasco built this theater in 1907. The Bishop of Broadway, they called him, as he always dressed in priestly attire. They say if his ghost appears on your opening night, you'll be a hit. His customary seat was that box. Hello, you two gentlemen. Yes, hello. Could you keep a lookout for us? Okay, yeah, and if you're touched by a ghost, for God's sake, speak up. Imagine me in the birthplace of Awake and Sing, and A Raisin in the Sun, and most recently, Hurt Locker the Musical. Which opened last night and closed at intermission. Bob Wankel persuaded them to let us use the set for one more night before they strike it. Once again, thanks, Bob! Think of me as a theatrical hermit crab. Welcome to my new shell. How's it look on me? You legitimize me, ladies and gentlemen. You really do. But let's be honest, many of you here have only recently become aware of me. It took a tragedy to make you finally pay attention. But now you're interested. Intrigued, even? Who is this Hedwig, and why haven't we heard of her before, Jerry? Well, that's a question I've been asking myself for years. How did some slip of a girly boy from communist East Berlin become the internationally ignored song stylist barely standing before you? That's what I want to talk about tonight. I'm not here to talk about calamity or scandal. I'm not here to talk about my relationship with a certain well-known rock icon, Tommy Gnosis. Even though at this very moment he's probably talking about me. By some freak coincidence, he's launching his tour of atonement tonight, just a block away in Times Square. Hello, New York! Listen! There's someone else I want to thank for the way they've handled this tragedy with incredible loyalty in the face of a lot of lies, and that someone is you, my fans! And together, no one's right. He was driving. He was on blow. He was getting blown by yours truly. And he did hit that school bus full of deaf children. One survived, now blind. I taught him everything he knows and has apparently forgotten about rock and roll, and he barely mentions my name on that giant sucking sound Anderson Cooper calls a show. Which I'm sure you all saw, because if you hadn't, I'd just be singing to the bishop. And if I was lucky, my manager, Phyllis Stein. Did you make it this time, Phyllis? I'm sorry. I am wide open tonight. You're looking at a locker full of hurt. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the road is my home. My home, the road. And when I think of all the people I have come upon in my travels, I have to think about the people who have come upon me. The geography of human contact. The triangulation of a pair of eyes on my face. The latitude and longitude of a hand on my body. These are the only clues I have to my place in the world, to who I am. Who is Mystery Woman? I laugh because I will cry if I don't. I recently found my first diary, ages 2 through 6. And it was fully illustrated. I realized I have been touched by so many people on my way to this stage tonight. How can I say who touched me the most? My father? The American GI? Who left when I was barely old enough to speak my first words. Daddy, when I grow up, I'll kill you! Or could it have been my East German mother? No, when she touched me, it was usually by accident. Except one day, we were watching Jesus Christ Superstar on American Forces television. I turned to Mother. Jesus said the darndest things. She slapped me. Don't you ever mention that name to me again. But he died for our sins. So did Hitler. What? Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely. Better to be powerless, my son. When the war went up, her wish came true. We happened to be living on the east side, and Mother was given a job teaching sculpture to limbless children. Socialism, God rest its soul. Yeah, you laugh, but a lot of those kids could make a really smooth plate. Most of my time was spent listening to American Forces radio. Our apartment was so small that Mother made me play it in the oven. Late at night, I'd rest my head on the top rack and listen to the American masters. Tony Tennille, Debbie Boone, Anne Murray, who was actually a Canadian working in the American idiom. And then there were the crypto-homo rockers, Lou Reed, Iggy Pop, David Bowie, who was actually an idiom working in America and Canada. These artists left as deep an impression on me as that oven rack did on my face. Oh, to be a young American in muskrat love, soft as an easy chair, not even the chair. I said, have I never been mellow? Have I never tried? And the colored girls sing. I sang along. But never with the melody. How could I do it better than Tony or Lou? Once I couldn't resist. It came! Mother threw a tomato at my head. But I was quite content to sing gentle backup harmonies in my oven while Mother sculpted in the shower. When the hour grew late and it was time for bed, Mother would shout from the bathroom, "Well, that's me!" And I'd reply from the kitchen, "Well, I guess that's me too." We'd wash our feet and brush our teeth and lie down on the narrow pallet that we had shared ever since Daddy left, like two pieces of a puzzle that don't quite fit but are jammed together and left on a table by some dangerous shut-in with too much time on his hands. I'm sorry. I am completely dilated right now. I'd like to share with you a bedtime story that Mother once whispered to me in the dark and later retracted. Whatever allowed her to reveal such a story to such a little boy, I'll never know. But I remember it like it happened yesterday. When the earth was still flat and clouds made of fire, when mountains stretched up to the sky, sometimes higher. Folks around the earth, like big rolling kegs, they had two sets of arms, they had two sets of legs, they had two faces peering out of one giant head, so they could watch all around them as they talked while they read, and they never knew nothing of love. It was before the origin of love. The origin of love. And there were three sexes then, one that looked like two men glued up back to back, called the children of the sun. And similar in shape and girth were the children of the earth. They looked like two girls rolled up in one. And the children of the moon were like a fork shoved on a spoon. They were pots of butter, one on a hot sun. The origin of love. Now the gods grew quite scared of our strength and defiance, and Thor said, "I'm gonna kill them all with my hammer, like I killed the giants." And Zeus said, "No, you better let me use my lightning like scissors, like I cut the legs off the whales, dinosaurs into lizards." And then he grabbed up some bolts, he let out a laugh, said, "I'll split them right down the middle, gonna cut them right up in half." And then storm clouds gathered above in the great balls of fire. just split in two. You were looking at me, I was looking at you. You had a way so familiar, but I could not recognize, 'cause you had blood on your face, I had blood in my eyes. But I could swear by your expression that the pain down in your soul was the same as the one down in mine. That's the pain that comes a straight line down through the heart. We call it love, so we wrap our arms around each other, try to shove ourselves back together. We were making love, making love. It was a cold dark evening a long time ago, and by the mighty hand of Joe. It was a sad story how we became lonely two-legged creatures. It's a story of the origin of love. That's the origin of love. Oh yeah, the origin of love. The origin of love. Now I do love a good scream job. After Mother finished her story, she began to snore, but I had to go someplace I could think. I crept into the kitchen and put my head in the oven. It is clear that I must find my other half. But is it a he or a she? Is it Daddy? He went away. Or Mother? I was suddenly afraid to go back to bed. And what does this person look like? Identical to me? Or somehow complementary? Does my other half have what I don't? Did he get the looks, the luck, the love? Were we really separated forcibly? Or did he just run off with the good stuff? Or did I? Will this person embarrass me? And what about sex? Is that how we put ourselves back together again? Is that what Daddy was trying to do? Or can two people actually become one again? And if we're driving on the Autobahn when this happens, can we still use the diamond lanes? Practical questions of wholeness, completion. Oh, think of it. I thought of it. I thought of the power. The gods would be terrified. Yitzhak, was machst du da, verdammt nochmal? Oh, look, Yitzhak, immigration! If you behave, I might let you shave my back. That will be all. I'm sorry you had to see that, ladies and gentlemen. When I met him, he said he wanted to be a model. A foot model, maybe. You do it when I do it, not after I do it. We do it together. Let's do it. Early. Good. Easiest job in the band. How's my hair? Is it longer than you expected? It feels so good back there. I feel so powerful. It's like I'm wearing a blonde cape. It smells heavenly too, like the hands of 75 Bangladeshi children. Too soon? Too late.
I realized there was only one person who had ever really been there for me in my life, and that person was me. The accident was a cry for help.
Without me, he never would have swerved into that oncoming short bus and revived his moribund career with a well-timed redemption tale. Gag order be damned. It all went down in the newly annoying meatpacking district. Meepa. I had just been barred from entering the Jane Hotel. Apparently I left my douche ID at home. A limo pulled up. I hopped in, naturally mistaking it for my own. Say it to my face. Say it to my face. I will cut a bitch. Inside the limo sat Tommy Gnosis. We were both astonished. It had been years. We dropped the limo driver off and drove up and down the island doing drugs and catching up. He talked about the disappointing sales of his sophomore album, the one he wrote without me. I listened to him talk about his loneliness and reminded him of happier days. I just couldn't keep my mouth shut and well, you know the rest. So you can imagine when the story broke, Tommy's people offered me a small fortune to keep all this to myself. As if I'd accept their filthy lucre. As if sharing a story of someone else's pain were my only means of support. As if I hadn't already launched my new fragrance, Atrocity, by Hedwig. A fragrance for a man or a woman. Or a man-woman. Or a woman-man. Or a woman. Or a wham. I digress. One day in the late mid-80s, I was in my early late 20s. I had just been dismissed from university after delivering a brilliant lecture on the aggressive influence of German philosophy on rock and roll entitled You Can't Always Get What You Want. But if you try sometime, you just might find you get what you need. At 26, my academic career was over. I had never kissed a boy, and I was still sleeping with Mom. The search for my other half on this side of the wall had proved futile. Might he be found on the other? But how to get over? People died trying. Such were the thoughts flooding my tiny head on the day I was sunning myself in an old bomb crater I had discovered near the wall. I am naked, face down, on a piece of broken church, inhaling a fragrant westerly breeze. The new McDonald's has just opened us. Good God, I deserve a break today. All I ever seem to get is the unhappy meal, and I'm not loving it. The sun is hot, but I feel a sudden chill. I look over my shoulder. A head-shaped shadow is resting on the pillow of my ass. Girl, I sure don't mean to annoy you, but my name is Sergeant Luther Robinson. I turn my body to face him. My name is Hansel. Luther is silent a moment as he stares at my little bishop in a turtleneck. Hansel, Well, you must like candy. I like gummy bear chip. Out of his pocket comes a strange American-looking packet that says gummy bears on it. Gummy bears. I select a single clear bear. It is the biggest one I have ever seen. Its taste is completely different than a gummy bear, yet somehow familiar. It is much sweeter than a gummy bear and softer too. Its little gummy body stretches on the rack of my molars. Wow, I feel so optimistic. He pours me a handful, his eyes heavy with an unfamiliar desire. Could it be a desire to please me? Suddenly I recognize the flavor in my mouth. It is the taste of power. Not bad. Damn, Hansel, I can't believe you're not a girl. You're so fine. Why don't you take the whole bag? He searches my face for news of his fate. His expression is echoed in scores of tiny faces pressing against clear plastic. Panting faces of every imaginable color, creed, and non-Aryan origin falling off the bag like the windows of a Polish bathhouse. It's only a shower! Absolute power! I push Luther away and stumble naked through the ruins back towards blander, less complicated confections, leaving in my wake a trail of rainbow carnage. Next day, Hansel follows the trail back, and lying on my slab are 3 Milky Ways, a roll of Necco wafers, some Pop Rocks, and a giant-sized sugar daddy named Luther. For licorice drops and lemons. Hey sugar daddy, Hansel needs some sugar in his bowl. I'll lay a fine channel and polish up the chrome. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. Black strap molasses, you're my orange blossom honey bear. Sugar daddy, bring me Versace blue jeans and black designer underwear. Sugar daddy, let's dress up like the disco dancing jet set in my line and roll. If you got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. It's something to be said, sugar daddy. Look at that, they swarm the world with flowers. You're acting for the queen. Oh yeah, this is happening.
Look at that.
And they're bringing milk, got me dripping like a honey roll. You got some sugar for me, sugar daddy, bring it home. It's a car wash, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, the train, I've been stolen. Like the blitzkrieg on the road. It's the sweetest taste I've known. Oh yeah, so if you got some sugar.
crossed my mind. And I was thinking you look so fine in a velvet dress with heels and an ermine stole.
Oh, Luther, darling, heaven knows I've never put on women's clothes, except for once my mother's camisole. So you make only a woman takes you little man. You got to dress up for a woman that a man like you can stand. I'll be your Venus for the chocolate lamp, no, I'm gonna feel one another bone. If you got some sugar for me, sugar I got everything. It's such a dancer to control. Now carry it good and let go. From the little crack to the road. Oh yeah, sweet home of the right ass. Love, I'm coming home. Come on, sugar, yeah, baby, home. Thank you. Whew. If only. That one was called Sugar Daddy. Oh, the ghost. Gentlemen. Wait. Where'd the other one go? Was he abducted by the ghost? I don't believe you. Why didn't you say something? If you see something, say something. Learned that down in the subway. Now, I also learned, if you drop something, leave it. What the hell? Yitzhak, help me. Love theme from the Hurt Locker. This should be good. Yitzhak, you speak sight reading, don't you? Well, go make some magic happen.
Can I have a B flat?
Don't worry, you'll be flat.
We found a sanctuary in the hurt locker, a spot of safety on the roads. Love can be scary in the hurt
Locker, it's tender and it's raw. We're filled with shock and awe, and we will be consumed when love explodes.
I'm sure it's better in Farsi.
We will be consumed when love
That's me about enough of that. Look, a souvenir. You can use that to cover up this stain in your pants. It's okay, I do not judge. What was I talking about? Oh yes, Luther and I got married. It wasn't a traditional wedding. For example, when Luther popped the question, I was on my knees. Yes! Right in the bullseye. I think I need a quick cig after that one. You don't mind if I have a quick smoke, do you? So, suddenly, I was the happiest boy in the world. The man I loved would take me away to the land I had only dreamed of. The land of the free, the home of the me! The real me! The next day, I invite Luther home for dinner. And after dessert, he produces a ring, an application for American citizenship, and a wig. He loves me, Mother. He wants to marry me and get me the hell out of here. I put the wig on my head. It's a hideous beige shag. Mother, is this plan so crazy that it just might work? Mother's face might have been a photograph. It was so still. After what seemed like a lifetime, probably hers, she reaches out her hand to straighten the wig. Get me my passport and my camera, Hansel. I know a certain party. It's a simple cut and paste job. We change the photo, and you can use my name, Hedwig Schmidt.
Not so simple, ladies. Baby, you know I love you. You know I'm always thinking of you. But I gotta marry you here, in East Berlin. And that means a full physical examination.
Why, they'll see right away that I'm...
Baby, to walk away, you gotta leave something behind. Am I right, Mrs. Schmidt?
I've always thought so, Luther. Hansel, to be free, one must give up a little part of oneself. And I know just the doctor to take it. Don't move. Go! It's just a little boat. It wasn't idea.
November 9, 1988. A tiny registrar's office with a breathtaking view over the wall. Here, Hans-Ur Schmidt becomes Mrs. Hedwig Robinson.
Tomorrow, I'm leaving on a jet plane. And by the time I get to Phoenix, love will keep us together. Cause I'm just an embryo with a long, long way to go. But I know too much to go back and pretend.
November 9, 1989. Junction City, Kansas.
I sit in my mobile home and on bootleg cable watch the wall come down. Divorced, penniless, a woman. I cry because I will laugh if I don't. Suddenly I miss mother. I consider calling Berlin, but then remember with envy her recent escape to sunny Yugoslavia. Perhaps Luther will pick up. No, it's been a month since he ran off with that bad boy he met on ChristianMingle.com. Or whatever we called it back then. Church. What am I doing? He was never the one. Never the missing half. I catch myself in a mirror. And for the first time see clearly the horror hunkering on my head. The same carpet remnant that Luther presented me a year ago to disguise my receding. I'm receding. I tear the wig from my scalp and hurl it across the room in a pile of unopened anniversary presents. There it lies, feigning shock. My personal hair system, my personal hell, my head wig. On nights like this, when the world's a bit amiss, and the lights go down across the trailer park, I get down, I feel had, feel on the verge of going mad. And then it's time to punch the clock, put on some makeup, turn on the tape deck, and put the wig back on my head. Suddenly I'm Miss Midwest Midnight Checkout Queen until I head home and I put myself to bed. Thank you, Yitzhak. What do you think? I look like I should be working a couple blocks away in the Lion Queen. Woo! I think I got some coom on my tata. It happens. Oh, the ghost! Any signs of the bishop?
Yes, I saw him.
Yeah, what did he look like?
He was white.
This guy. Yeah, you're gonna poke me in the face with your nose if you keep talking. I mean the lying, not the nose. Pinocchio. Yeah. Where is your friend? Yeah, you got more questions than answers today. Who cares? Who needs a dead man's approval? We're on a roll. That was a rock and roll gesture. No, actually, no, that was a heavy metal gesture. You want to see a punk rock gesture? It's the direction of the aggression that defines it. How about this band? On bass, my little green smurf, Yatsik. On drums, the deeply unreliable Shlotko. On guitar, my blue-eyed sheepdog, Kashishtov. And my trusted musical director, Ski Sharp.
Ski ship.
Ski Ship.
Ski ship.
Ski Ship.
Ski ship.
I feel like that's what I'm saying. Can I buy you a vowel? No. Also very talented. And also very lucky to be in this country, right, boys?
Yes, Miss Hedwig.
Very good, boys. Now I am complete. You like the pelt? Some bitch stopped me on the way in. What poor, unfortunate creature had to die so you could wear that? My Aunt Trudy, I replied. Have I properly introduced my husband Yitzhak? We met on my last Croatian tour. He was the most famous drag queen in Zagreb. My manager Philistine thought he would make a great opening act. Billed as the last Jewess in the Balkans, he lip-synced something from Yentl under the name Kristallnacht. He was good. He was too good. His applause drowned out my introduction and I refused to go on. But on my way out, he begged me to take him with me. My face might have been my mother's, it was so still. I said to him, Crystal, to walk away, you gotta leave something behind. I'll marry you, on the condition that a wig never touch your head again. He agreed, and we've been inseparable ever since. And we'll continue to be, right, Yitzhak? Oh, look, Yitzhak, immigration! Barbara Streisand? Oh, you're no fun. Go back to your hole. I hope you're becoming fans of Hedwig, ladies and gentlemen, because I find I am growing deeply accustomed to you.
This little trailer trash kid put on some of his mom's eyeliner, grabbed his beat-up J.C. Penney guitar, and called himself Tommy Noses!
Tommy, can you hear me? From this nerveless tit, you suck to the very business we call show! Okay, you want to know about Tommy Gnosis? I'll tell you about Tommy Gnosis. Get this dead thing off of me. Leute, wir improvisieren jetzt live from. Ja. Danke. After my divorce, I scraped by for many years with babysitting gigs and odd jobs, mostly the jobs we call blow. I had lost my job at the base PX and I had lost my gag reflex, you do the math. I sat for the baby of General Speck, commander of the nearby army fort. His other son was the artist formerly known as my butt boy. Yes, Tommy Speck. Tommy was a 17-year-old, four-eyed, pock-marked, Dungeons & Dragons obsessed Jesus freak with a fish on his truck. And I found him incredibly hot. Perhaps it was his disdain for authority, his struggle with organized religion. One day I walked in on him punishing the bishop. He was in the bath with the door wide open, clearly waiting for me. So I reached down, finished his grace off, and dropped a flyer in the water. By the way, Tommy, I'm performing a short set tonight at Dr. Espresso's Seattle-style coffee enema bar. Maybe I'll see you there. I had recently returned to my first love, music. I had tried singing once back in Berlin. They threw tomatoes. Afterwards, I had a nice salad. But newly motivated, I bought a cheap electric piano and found a couple of Korean sergeants' wives who churned out a mean rhythm section. We became quite the draw, performing the hits of the day under the name The Angry Inch. That night, the audience was small but hostile. Thank you! Both of you! That was another one by Creed. How about Quang Yi on guitar? Give it up, Quang Yi! Give it up, Quang. It looks like we have a celebrity here tonight over by the Sweet and Low. Ladies and gentlemen, little Tommy Speck, the general's son. Better than I got, honey. Oh, he's embarrassed. I'm a little nervous myself. This is the first song I've ever written. It's written for a guy to sing. We're talking to John Mayer's people. But then again, aren't we all? You know the sun is in your eyes, and hurricanes and rains and black and cloudy skies. they fear. The pious, hateful, and devout, you turn in tricks till you're turned out. The wind so cold it burns, you're burning out, blow around. And if you've got no other choice, you know you can follow my voice through the dark turns and noise of this wicked little town. The fates are vicious and they're cruel. You learn too late, you lose to wishes like a fool. And then you're someone you are not, and Junction City ain't the spot. Remember Mrs. Lot, and when she turned around. And if you got no other choice, you know you can follow my voice through the dark turns and noise of this wicked little town. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, the Shroud of Hedwig. Uh-oh, don't fight over it. The next day, I was putting the little speck baby to bed when Tommy appeared with an expensive-looking electric guitar. Your show. That song? My dad gave me this guitar to apologize for being a pathetic little dictator. You want to come up to my room? We went up to the attic and he sang me songs. Classics, I was informed. The bands were new to me. Boston, Kansas, America, Europe, Asia. I put my hand on his strings. Travel exhausts me. Where are you from, Hedwig? I told him my story. His face might have been a Yes album cover, it was so still. Have you accepted Jesus Christ, the Son of God, as your personal Savior? No, but I love his work. You know what he saved us from was his fucking father. I mean, what kind of God creates Adam in his image, then pulls Eve out of him to keep him company, and then tells them not to eat from the tree of knowledge? That was so micromanaging. And then so was Adam. But Eve just wanted to know shit. She took a bite of the apple and she knew what was good and what was evil, and she gave it to Adam so he would know. Because they were in love. And that was good, they now knew. Hedwig, will you give me the apple? The words spilling from those lips. And his eyes, his irises were clear cylinders of surprising depth and emptiness. Only a few small puddles of bluish pain sloshed around inside. Same blue as my eyes. At the time, Tommy's performance options were limited to the occasional guitar mass. I initiated a 6-month curriculum of rock history, lyrics, grooming, and vocal training. My patented oven technique. For his graduation, I gave him his name, Tommy Gnosis, the Greek word for knowledge. We collaborated. Songs exploded out of us. He started singing backup for me at Dr. Espresso's. Teenage girls started showing up. I added a few duets. Standing room only. Then, the Sizzler called. Had the Sizzler ever called anyone before? The next thing we knew, we're in the middle of a year-long residency next to the salad bar. Within a few months, we're out grossing monster trucks in Wichita. With that kind of money rolling in, I was able to quit all of my jobs and devote myself entirely to our career. We were very happy. One day, I'm curled up in my trailer with my usual late afternoon constitutional of grain, alcohol, and Brita. I like to be good to myself. Suddenly, Tommy is at the door in tears. Honey, what is it? My dad and my mom and my parents. I hold him as I had never been held. But as usual, he squirms, slides behind me, and clutches my spine to his chest. I am suddenly very much aware that we have never kissed in all the months we have been together. In fact, he has maintained a near-perfect ignorance of the front of me. Honey, why don't you work on that new song while I finish shaving your eyebrows? Look what you've done. Shit! Another song blows in from the trailer next door. This song has been playing on a loop for 3 days. Tommy looks up at me through new lenses, one pink and one blue. What do you think? Does love last forever? No, but this song does. Do not knock a multi-platinum single. I wish I could hit those notes. Well, just move your lips and I'll sing them for you, honey. From a shadowy corner of the stage, like Mick Jagger's backup singer. We laugh at the professional reference and I return to his brows. Seriously, Tom? Yes. I believe love is immortal. Look what you've done. God damn it. How is it immortal? Well, perhaps because love creates something that wasn't there before. What, like procreation? Yes, but not only. What, like recreation? He grabs my ass and laughs. I don't. Sometimes, just creation. Don't move. I paint a bold silver cross on his forehead. Honey, have you thought about a D after that E flat? Look what you've done. Tommy slowly rises and draws the curtains that are attached at the top and the bottom. He reaches out his hand. I take it and am filled with an ancient clarity. He's the one. No blood in my eyes, no blood on his face. He's the one who left, the one who was taken, the twin born by fission. He'll die in fusion, our fusion, cold fusion, unlimited power, unlimited knowledge. Oh, the secrets he must hold, the memories we shared, the words to complete the sentence that I began. I am. My eyes fill with muddy Maybelline tears. Oh, Hedwig. Oh, God. When Eve was still inside Adam, they were in paradise. When she was taken out of him, that's when paradise was lost. So when Eve enters Adam again, paradise will be regained. However you want it, honey, just kiss me while we do it. I wrench his body around to face mine and thrust his hand between my... What is that? That's what I have to work with. My mom is probably wondering where you fucking sissy. What are you afraid of? I love you. Then love the front of me. He runs out the back door.
You know that I loved you, and I didn't want to know that you're cool, seductive, serenade. Was it of your trade you cheered along? Of all the riches you surveyed, and all that you can lift, I'm just another dollar that you made in your what you've done. You gigolo. Another hustle has been run, but now you ought to know that this fool can no longer be swayed by the tools of your trade. You gigolo. Just another time you test, another sucker stint. A walk on the in the script to unwind the breast. The love that in your grip was just enough.
It's nice over here, out of the spotlight, singing gentle backup harmonies in my oven. You were good. Thank you. The audience seemed to like you. Perhaps there is room for both of us in the end. The German and the Jew. Think of the symmetry. Think of the publicity. Think of the power. The gods would be terrified. I was born on the other side of a town ripped into, and no matter how hard I tried, I'd end up black and blue. I rose from off of the doctor's lab. I lost a piece of my heart. Now everyone gets to take a stab. They cut me up into parts. I gave a piece to my mother. I gave a piece to my man. I gave a piece to the rock star. He took the good stuff and ran.
was growing as time collapses and space wars. Oh, you seem to care. I tell you no, 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 no. You make such an exquisite cost. Oh,
Before I go, I'd like to sing a song that someone wrote for me a long time ago. I don't know where she is tonight, but if you're real quiet, maybe she can hear me. Forgive me for I did not know. Cause I was just a boy, and you were so much more than any God could ever plan, more than a woman or a man. Now I understand how much I took from you, that when everything starts breaking down, you take the
Or a song
Thank you. If we could take just another few minutes of your time. This time of year, all around Broadway, people after their shows ask people on their way out to make donations for Broadway Cares Equity Fights AIDS. It's an organization that helps people out who wouldn't otherwise have the support that they give people who are living with HIV. And Broadway Cares also offers funding to other organizations that do give similar help to people with other medical issues. It's a great organization. The money goes directly to people who need it. We don't want to take too much of your time up, but we want to tell you a little bit more about what you can get in return if you give specific amounts. You can get some special loot. Lena?
Yes. So on your way out, there are volunteers holding red buckets ready for your donations. It can be change, it can be money that folds, it can be money with 3 numbers on it. And you can buy stuff, so you can take stuff home. No, Cindy's coming on. I do a Cindy Lauper impersonation, excuse me. So, if we got these amazing iHeart Hedwig buttons, they're $5. That's a tax-deductible donation. These are in the bucket, right? And then we also got the Carols from the Cure holiday CD all the Broadway shows, they come together, they do their own version of a
Christmas
holiday Christmas thank you. It's very good, and it's a new one every year, so that's a great stocking stuffer. And then we also have signed playbills by the entire cast, including myself. And then and that's $40 donation. Yes, this is the Carols for Cures 20. The signed playbill is 40, and then if you go over there to the bar, where I like to be, that we have other very special items. First of all, we've got these signed drumsticks. Now these are drumsticks used by Shotgo in the show. They're always unreliable. We all signed them, and those are $30 donation, all right? And then we also have these amazing Hedwig ties that have been silkscreen. I can't believe we're doing this, sorry. And it's a great gift for your man in your life, or your woman man, or your woman, or your wan, whatever. It's a great gift. And those are $60. And then we have these amazing Hedwig and the Angry Inch pick, you know, the guitar pick. Earrings, and these are used in the show by the band, and we made them into earrings, and those are, I don't know, a couple dollars. I don't know, they're like $500, they're not that expensive. And then, they're like $40 or something, I can't remember. And then we have these are guitar strings used in the show, and they were made into bracelets, and they all signed by the cast, everybody, and then $120 donation. Everything's tax deductible, I'm so sorry.
Or just leave like $5 and get out of here.
Yeah.
Thank you!